This year brings another major change for millions of Americans who rely on Social Security, especially those receiving disability benefits, retirement benefits, or fixed monthly payments that do not require an income-related monthly adjustment amount. A newly redesigned cost of living adjustment notice, or COLA notice, is being sent out, and it represents one of the most significant upgrades Social Security has made to its communication system in years. This notice is something every beneficiary depends on because it tells you exactly how much your monthly payment will be in the new year, what the increase will look like, and whether any deductions will come out of the total before it reaches your bank account. For seniors who are already fighting to stay ahead of rising living expenses, this notice matters more than ever. Many older Americans have spent the entire year feeling the weight of inflation pressing down harder and harder, stretching their limited Social Security checks thinner by the month. They need clarity, precision, and transparency. And this redesign was created with those exact needs in mind. It is now a single-page document instead of a confusing multi-page breakdown. It uses clearer and more direct language, and it provides the exact dates and precise dollar amounts tied to your updated monthly benefit. For seniors who struggle each month with rising cost of groceries, rents creeping upward, prescription costs increasing, and utility bills stacking on top of one another, having a simple, understandable notice offers at least one moment of relief in a financial world that often feels overwhelming. Welcome back, everyone, to Truth Lens, the channel where we take complicated government updates, dense policy changes, and confusing Social Security announcements and break them down into clear, honest, easy-to-follow explanations. Here we focus especially on the seniors across America who depend on these benefits not just as a supplemental income, but as their entire means of survival. Countless older adults write in from every corner of the country, people in small towns, big cities, rural communities, and everywhere in between, talking about how their Social Security checks simply do not stretch far enough anymore. Many describe watching prices rise while their monthly income stays nearly the same, making it harder each year to cover medicines, food, housing, transportation, and basic everyday needs. Some seniors are living alone after the loss of a spouse, surviving on a single benefit check, trying to keep up with expenses that were once shared by two people. Others are disabled or unable to work, managing chronic conditions while living on fixed incomes that leave no room for emergencies. For these individuals, clarity in their COLA notice is not a luxury. It is essential information that affects every decision they make each month. When a system as vital as Social Security makes changes designed to make life a little easier, seniors deserve to know exactly what those changes are and how they help. The Social Security Administration explained that this redesign came directly from beneficiary feedback gathered from seniors, disabled Americans, caregivers, and everyday individuals across the country. For years, people have expressed confusion about the way the COLA notice was formatted. Many said the information was hard to read, difficult to interpret, or scattered across multiple pages that only added frustration. The updated version responds to those concerns by condensing everything into one simple organized sheet. It tells you exactly how much your benefit will be starting in January, how much of an increase you're receiving due to the annual cost of living adjustment, and whether any deductions such as Medicare premiums will be applied before your payment is deposited. This matters deeply for seniors who budget down to the last dollar, for people who line up their medication refills around the exact amount of their benefit, and for those who plan their entire month with no room for guesswork. A single miscalculation can be devastating for someone surviving entirely on Social Security. The new notice aims to eliminate that risk by giving people all the information clearly and upfront. Beginning in December, Social Security will start mailing out these redesigned COLA notices. Seniors can expect them to arrive throughout the month, depending on where they live and when their mailing cycle is processed. For many older Americans, especially those who live alone, those who are homebound, or those who rely on their mailbox as their primary source of official information, this yearly notice becomes one of the most important pieces of mail they receive. But what many people do not realize is that there is also a digital option. Anyone who currently receives Social Security, disability, or retirement benefits will be able to view their COLA notice online through the message center inside their personal My Social Security account. The administration says the online version will be available in early December, often before the physical letter arrives. This gives seniors, especially those who track their finances carefully, the chance to see the numbers earlier and prepare for the year ahead. However, there is a deadline for those who want digital access. If someone does not already have a My Social Security account, they must create one by November 20th, 2024 in order to receive their 2025 COLA notice online. For many seniors, the online account has become an essential tool. It allows them to check benefit information, review earnings records, request replacement documents, and stay updated without relying solely on mail delivery. But many older Americans still struggle with technology, internet access, or digital literacy. Many seniors rely on children, relatives, neighbors, or caregivers to help them access online tools. Others have no assistance at all and depend fully on traditional mail. This is why the simplified paper notice is so important. It ensures that even those who do not use the internet will still receive clear, accessible information about their benefits. Social Security also emphasized that they are expanding digital services across the board. Many forms that once required a traditional wet signature no longer do. More services are moving online, and more paperwork can now be completed electronically. This shift is especially important for older adults who have mobility challenges, transportation barriers, or health issues that make it difficult to visit Social Security offices in person. Many seniors have explained how exhausting it can be to wait in long lines, fill out complicated paperwork, or make multiple trips just to resolve simple issues. The push toward online services aims to reduce that strain, allowing beneficiaries to manage their accounts, access forms, and receive updates from home. With the rising costs of transportation and the challenges that accompany aging, being able to handle vital tasks from home is becoming increasingly important for America's older population. Despite these improvements, the financial reality facing seniors remains incredibly difficult. Even with the COLA increase each year, many Social Security beneficiaries describe feeling like every increase is swallowed immediately by higher prices. Groceries have risen substantially, housing costs continue to climb, home repairs get more expensive, and healthcare costs often rise faster than COLA itself. Seniors living on fixed incomes feel trapped in a cycle where each year they receive a small increase, yet each year their expenses rise even more. This creates financial stress that affects not just wallets, but emotional and physical well-being. Seniors often share stories of rationing medication, spacing out meals, postponing dental care, and skipping essential items simply because they cannot afford them. Many describe lying awake at night worrying about bills, prescription refills, or unexpected expenses that could wipe out what little savings they have left. These struggles are real, they are widespread, and they deserve to be acknowledged. Whenever benefit updates like